And she's like, "Don't worry, sugar. Like, I got this." And she just crushed me. She just sat on my lap. Like, this was probably assault. Like, today, this wouldn't fly. Like, you can't do these things today. But like, she
couldn't do these things then either.
Well, it was a different world back then.
Yeah.
It was a different world.
Jesse, I got my sunglasses on inside because I'm feeling it.
You're feeling the hair of the dog.
Yeah, not really though, to be honest with you. Like, I am a bit hungover, but I've never really had bad hangovers.
You're lucky then. Like, I don't drink enough usually to get them, but there have been times when I've sat in bed and wished I was dead, probably. What is that ability? I don't remember what any of the buttons do. Okay, that's that. This is like beetle power. That's the healing power.
That's beetle power, okay.
Beetle. Beetle, go. Beetle,
Dude,
Beetle.
Beetle's so fucking good.
Beetle, go. Dude, Discord just turned off your stream for me. Like, hey, I didn't think you were watching this. Don't worry about it.
What?
Like, we're
Why?
having all sorts of fucking issues right now. I got it back, but it's wild. Discord's really fucking with us today.
It really doesn't want it to happen. How did the inventory things work?
No inventory.
Why do we have... I don't want fucking baseballs.
I am hungover, but it's like daytime hungover. Because, like, my friend invited me to go to... Have you ever heard of or watched Gaelic football?
What did you even just say to me?
Gaelic football.
What is Gaelic football?
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I honestly don't even... Like, I watched it for a while, and I still am not sure I can explain it properly. It's kind of like... Imagine you got these guys, right? And they're all kind of like middle-aged, but they're in pretty good shape. Some of them have beards. They all kind of look like they might have been Boy Scouts at some point. Like that kind of vibe. And they have like a volleyball. It kind of looks like a volleyball. And you're allowed, the goal of the game is to get to the other end of it. It's like a soccer pitch. To get to the end, and there's like football posts at the ends. And you can kick it through the upright football post, and you get 1 point for that. But there's also a soccer net, and there's a goalie. And if you can get it past the goalie, you get 3 points. But it's counted differently. It's a different thing. It's called a goal, and it's counted, but it's like a 3-point thing. I don't even know how to explain it. But you don't kick or like run with it when you're moving with the ball.
Hey, I'm just gonna fucking die. Has this game always been so hard, or do I just forget how to play?
Don't die, Dan.
I literally can't kill anyone and I'm about to get murdered.
I'm worried now.
Yeah, it's over. What happened?
What happened?
But the last time we were playing this, we were just murdering everyone so quickly.
Maybe there's what's it called when you're like away for too long and then the game deranks you? What is that called?
I don't think that happens in single player games.
What is it called? The rank decay. You got rank decayed, but
I'm trying to figure out what's going on, but why do people go out of their way to invent a new game? Like, we already have enough games.
Wait, you didn't let me get to the best part. So when they're moving it, you don't just run with it or kick it like in soccer. You have to alternate between bouncing it like a basketball, like dribbling it, and kicking it with your foot and catching it. It's wild. Like, when you're moving with it, you have to kick it with your foot, then catch it, then bounce it, then kick it with your foot, catch it, bounce it. It's pretty wild. It was fairly entertaining though, but to like get people to come and watch it, they just have a cooler free beer. So I just kept going back to the cooler free beer. And they also had like that one time in college where we had like all those pizzas from that event that nobody went to. They had like 1 million bad pizzas, and I just took like 8 slices of pizza. At first, I was a little shy about. I was like pizza shy. Like I was like, oh, is this for me? Maybe. Like I don't know. Like
You don't want to be the guy that eats all the pizza.
But by the end of the game, I was walking onto the pitch and I took some fruit snacks out of the box they had on the side of the field.
Wow. So you really kind of
Yeah.
you felt powerful at that point.
Yeah. What is it, bud? You hear my cat scream?
No. It's a cat. Now, I was at a beer festival yesterday, Jesse, and there were German people there. There was like a German brewery set up.
Okay.
And they were dressed in like full stereotypical like lederhosen and like little German hats.
Oh, Deutschland. Oui.
But they talked in such stereotypical German accents that I was like, are you really even German? Like, what is going on here? Why in the
Like
middle of
the guys from
Tokyo?
the Lebowski,
In
where
the
they're
middle
like, well, cut off your Johnson.
Yeah, just in Tokyo, just the German crew rolled. I was like, okay. But I was like, I'll try one of their beers. So I go to their station and I'm like, oh, like what do you recommend? And immediately they're just like, what do you like? And I'm just kind of like, well, I thought you'd recommend one. And they're like, how much hops? And I'm like, what the fuck are you asking me questions? I wanted you to tell me what's good, but they wouldn't.
You know what is good is the beetle. We need to use that beetle more because he just stun locks everybody, which is great.
He does. But I didn't know how to respond to it. But they were acting like I needed to give a complex explanation of what beer I wanted. But you know me well enough. It's like I can't do that. I don't fucking know anything about beer.
They expected you to be a knowledgeable expert.
They just
I know
like
about
the one white guy that showed up. They were just like, oh yeah, I like this. And I got their beer.
This is lager.
It wasn't even fucking good. So I was like, yeah, fuck
even good?
No, it wasn't. I was not impressed by the Germans. If they even really were German.
The fake German. Like that. You know what, Dan? I already know what this is. It's the Japanese government hired them to come, and like you would think that they would be good because the Germans, you know, they know their beer, but instead, like they were hired by the Japanese government to make the Japanese breweries look good.
Okay, because like the German ones weren't good, so they were.
Well, no. They wanted to make the German ones might have been good, but they like intentionally made them serve bad beer so that like
They got fake. They got fake
beer.
Germans in.
Yeah, the fake Germans. Why isn't there like a market for that? Because I would almost do just about anything. Like if somebody paid me money, like I would pretend to be anything. Like, and like, there needs to be more of a market for this, like forgery, like charlatanry. Are we gonna die again?
Yeah.
Just keep using the stones of power. Oh, I like the owl dagger. It's great.
Like our carrots are saving us, but what happened to this game since the last time we played?
Is the beetle our like big special?
It's one of our things, but it's very difficult to use.
It's very difficult to use. Why? Like, explain that to me. Why?
Because you have to stand still and let it charge up to activate it.
Oh, okay.
And if you get hit,
Is there a meter
it cancels
for
it. I don't know what do you mean is there a meter for it?
Are you putting new because like last time we never like got new clothes.
Yes. If there's things that are better than what we have on, I take it. The same as I did last time. We did get better clothes last time, yes.
I remember you specifically refusing to put on new clothes, so you just wore the same ones.
I did once we upgraded them better than the ones we were finding on the ground. Even though we never max upgraded.
I see. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
with
that's
the
what those
three
Germans...
little piggies. Now I just want to do like fake German accents the whole time.
Man, you could fucking come here and visit, and you can get hired as one of the fake German brewers.
Now, were they speaking like Japanese with a German accent? Like
they spoke no Japanese.
Konnichiwa.
They didn't speak Japanese. They spoke English.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they spoke Japanese to Japanese people, but when I walked up, they were just speaking in English. So I don't know.
Now we have already talked about how Japanese people generally have a much lower tolerance. Like, were these people like fucked? Was everybody like super fucked up? Like,
so,
instantly?
well, I mean, no, because they weren't all just going crazy drinking. Like, there were lots of people and like families there. Some people maybe just had like one beer or two. Not everyone's trying to get fucked at a beer festival.
Oh, I guess you did say it was a different kind of beer festival. Like you said, it was like a vendor thing or something.
Yeah, that's the way it typically is here, at least.
Like every beer fest I go to, like they give you the small glass, and then like it's everybody's goal to get. Actually, it's not maybe everybody's goal, but it happens unintentionally. Even to me, I'm a bigger lad. Like you'll just, because there's so many options, there's like hundreds of stalls to hit, and like you'll just start throwing away beer. They'll fill a full pour in your glass. Like it's not a full glass, but it's like 8 ounces, and you'll drink like half of like a 7% beer, and then like literally a minute and a half later, like, oh dude, we got so many homies, we can't lose with this many dudes. A minute and a half later, you go over and you're like, oh yeah, I'll take the 8% stout, please. And you're just like, okay, that's my fucking day.
Yeah. No, this dude had to buy it. There was one very drunk Japanese man who had a Belgian girlfriend, and for some reason they came over and sat at the table I was at and just like started talking to us as if they knew who we were. And this very drunk Japanese man just sat on my lap.
What?
Yeah, he just sat down on me, and it was the weirdest thing. I was like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Was he like trying to like basically like prove to his girlfriend, like he just like pretend like he was like superior? He was like, I'll just sit on a white person to like
if he was trying to prove his superiority, that's not quite the way it came across. But I don't think
you were chair? Did he like mistake you for a chair?
Jesse, I don't know what he was thinking, because both him and his girlfriend were absolutely trash. It was very strange.
Did I ever tell you what happened the night I turned 21 with the lady at the dive bar? Maybe not.
Like, are you like telling me? Like, obviously, yes.
What do you mean? But we weren't in school. This was in July, so like you weren't there. This was in college, but like
yes. But I'm sorry, Jesse. Like, you think we've made it this far and knew each other that long, and you just never brought it up?
Okay, well, okay, fine. I'll tell the audience. Like, it's not even that exciting, but like when I turned 21, first of all, everybody was like, I was working at summer camp, and they're like, we're gonna take you to Applebee's. I was like, all right, cool.
Where all the good drinks are at.
I'm gonna go to Applebee's. And then we go to Applebee's, and then nobody paid for my drinks. I had to pay for my own drinks, which was like the saddest thing ever. Like, I will never forget having to pay for my own drinks on my birthday. And one of the guys did offer that I felt too bad at that point. I was like, no, like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Like, I got it. So I paid for my own drinks. Then we went to like a dive bar that was like very dark and kind of scary. And there was like this very large woman, like probably like a 250 pound, maybe 300 pound woman. And like we had been drinking for a while, just hanging out, and like they said it was my birthday, like I just turned 21, and this woman's boyfriend's like, hey, I'll let her give you a lap dance if you want. I'm like, no, I'm okay, like I'm definitely okay. And then she came over, she's like, don't worry, sugar, like I got this. And she just fucking crushed me. She just sat on my lap. Like this was probably assault. Like today this wouldn't fly. Like you can't do these things today. But like
you couldn't do these things then either.
Well, It was a different world back then. It was a
Yeah.
different world. But she just fucking crushed me. She just absolutely destroyed my lamp, and I was like, that was the worst thing ever. That was the saddest day of my life. Was the day I turned 21.
Classic.
Man, this girl is so cool.
Yeah, we'll fuck her up though. With this many people, what's the point of even existing?
See, that's the problem with this game, is that they don't take the training wheels off until it's too late. It's like you're in a pool with a child and you're like, okay, like here's your floaty, here's your life vest, and then you're dragging them slowly to the deep end, and then at the very end you pull away all the support they have and like, see ya, have
What the
fun,
fuck?
kid.
I don't even know what just happened. That was my ultimate. Just like made me dance for a minute. Like you didn't comment on that. You just kind of let it happen. But that was weird as shit.
I mean, yeah, you were doing a cool little dance. I liked it. Yeah, but this game, the difficulty just ramps so intensely and so suddenly. It doesn't even give you any followers at the end.
Well, it does, but I just let them all die because the enemies do so much damage in that last level. Now, you're reminding me of our youth, Jesse. Last night, I also found myself in a beer pong bar.
Oh.
And I represented our proud country. Because the fucking English people always think they're big shit when they beat me at darts. Because, like, they just fucking play that shit all the time.
Boy, chav, too much basic
Yeah, so
dots.
they're talking mad shit about, like, oh, yeah, like, you guys can't play, like, you don't know drinking games. And then there was the beer party. Like, okay, let's play a real fucking game. Let's play a real fucking game. I got the Canadian and the other American on my team. It's like, we're about to fuck you fools up.
Yeah, and did you? You were
I mean, yeah,
draining
we
them?
did, because they were just like, oh, how do... It's like, no.
Were you like calling rules out, like Island, like oh no, like elbow, like watch that.
Yeah,
elbow,
I was
like,
definitely calling elbows.
rim jobber, or
Yeah.
big rimmer.
No bounce. I feel like Japanese people don't know how to play beer pong because they like bounce it across the table. And I was like, get that shit out of my fucking house.
Are you allowed to swat it at that point? Like
If
what you
I
can
will.
do? Yeah, like it's 2 points if it, or it's 2 cups if it goes in, you know.
But yeah, they don't understand the rules. But yeah, it made me proud to be an American.
It's one of those things that's so strange, like, because it's such a like an osmosis of rules that everybody, we don't always agree on the same rules, but like everybody kind of has a general gist of the similar thing that's been passed down, almost like it's, you know what I mean? It's not like written down. It's like we're like cavemen that we like transcribed our like written lore, and everybody kind of knows it. Except for the one house that we did party at in college that did have a list of rules. And one of them was Dylan's not allowed to touch the music. I think there were two rules that said Dylan's not allowed to touch the music.
But we can't play Roxanne all night. This one doesn't seem so bad. I am about to die again though. Wow.
We didn't even talk to our blacksmith friend.
Yeah, because I figured I don't want to waste money upgrading stuff if we find like better stuff. You know what I mean? To upgrade instead. Because if we can get by without spending our money, like I want to try. I'll be cheap. I just can't die, or we're fucked.
Can we buy health items or no?
No, I don't. I mean, I don't know what we would buy for that purpose. Like what you mean by that.
Like, cause sometimes you use like a health item that heals you, you know?
Yeah, but we pick those things up off the ground. Those are just like the
nobody
items.
sells anything.
Even if we could, like, it wouldn't make our inventory any bigger. Like, I've got the healing items. I can't carry more than I've got already.
Oh, come buckets, these guys. Just like chill for a second.
Oh, they got no chill. Oh, fuck.
This is like fucking Nazi zombies. Like, you have to run away, like kite them all day. Maybe get a hit in like every couple minutes. Did we make it?
No, we died.
Oh, okay.
And we lost
So-
all our money.